Yeah, what's up you guys, this is Godson. Now if you notice, we have new spells. We used to have only a few, but now this post update we've had a bunch of spells that have came to the table, making it more on the list for us to judge. So you guys, what I'm going to do this video is I'm going to explain to you my top 5 spells out of all the spells that we have. And these are spells that people are using typically in war or in farming. So you might not agree with the list, that's okay. If you do, then great. But again, you guys, this is my list. You can let me know your list also at the end of the video. So here we go. Alright you guys, coming in at number 5, it's the heal spell. Yes, that's right. Why is the heal spell number 5, you ask? Well, let me tell you. The heal spells can be used for giants, barbs, wizards, and hog riders, even balloons. The heal spell is really good for lower level town halls because you don't have to worry about infernal towers or just weapons that are gonna blast you, because heal spells will make sure your troops survive. That's why I love heal spells for lower levels. Now it was kind of hard to choose heal spells because we have the new earthquake spells, and I feel heal spells and earthquakes are like kind of even with each other. So this was a hard decision, you guys. But for the lower levels, I would say heal spells are used a lot more than the higher levels. Lower level players love heal spells, and I would say they use them over lightning because now that loot storages are protected, I do not see people using lightning spells anymore unless they're on troops. We can't zap that dark elixir storage anymore, so by default heal spells are my number 5 spot. Coming in at number 4, it's the jump spell. The jump spell, yes, I love it. The jump spell has proven to me over time that it can still hang out with the rest of these spells and keep its 4th spot, at least in the top 4 or 3. Why the jump spell, you ask? Well, even with the earthquake spell doing its job, I still see people using the jump spell over earthquake because it just has that aspect where you can guide troops in there and troops will follow it into the town hall areas. It only costs 2 housing spaces where it may take up to 3 or 4 housing spaces for earthquake spells to do the same job, and it's just safe. I like seeing it, and of course I do see a lot more people using jump spells in clan wars and just regular gameplay. So you guys, jump spells coming at my number 4 spot, even with this new earthquake spell coming out, and I do see earthquakes being used a lot, but I'm playing it safe and doing jump spells. Alright you guys, we've made it to the number 3 spot. And coming in at number 3, it's the poison spell. Wow, we have a new spell that has made it to the 3rd spot. Incredible. So you guys, in case you didn't know, the poison spell is used to take out troops. Enemy troops to be exact. And it doesn't affect any other buildings. Unlike the lightning where it does hit every other building and causes damage, the poison spell, however, is more accurate, and it has forced players to use different troops in their clan castles. You will not see any more witches in there. I'm sorry. Witches are gone. Witches used to be one of the best troops to have in clan castles, but now with the poison spell, this has changed the game completely, and people are putting more bigger troops like lava hounds and dragons and maybe even balloons. So for a spell to do that, you can definitely see how this is making it onto my number 3 spot and is one of the best spells in the game. Alright you guys, coming in at number 2, it's the freeze spell. By no surprise of course, if you're up here in these champion titan levels, or if you're just trying to push, you gotta have a freeze spell. It is your fundamental spell for any kind of attack, whether it's air or ground. You will see people using freeze spells to stop heroes, troops, weapons, infernal towers mostly. And with all these infernal towers up here for these town hall 10s, we gotta have freeze spells. If you don't have a freeze spell, it could be the difference between victory and defeat. So free spells have definitely stayed at their spot, at least in the top 2 or 3. And with the new changes to the game, free spells are making it to my number 2 spot. So it's no surprise, you guys. Free spells are one of my favorite spells in the game, and I just love how they work. So they're at number 2. Okay, and we've made it to the number 1 spot. It should be no surprise. We all know what it is. It's the rage spell. To be honest with you, when the haste spell first came out, I think everyone, even myself, I even thought that the haste spell was actually going to outdo the rage spell just because of the haste spell was a lot faster, But after time and testing it out, we found out the haste spell was only for movement speed, it wasn't attack speed, and with the rage spell doing attack and a damage buff to your troops, that has made the haste spell even just fall off the list. I don't really see people using haste spell unless it's for air troops like balloons or dragons. So you guys, the rage spell has definitely stood the test of time as being the #1 spell in the game. I can't think of any other spell that's better. Maybe the freeze, but for now, my list is the rage spell. So thank you guys for watching. This is Godson, and this is my list for the post update of 2015. Be sure to put your list down there in the comment box, and I will see you next time. Godson out.